Choose wisely and crush those responsible.
What a road this team has made it here to the final day. They did not qualify first time round. They did not qualify on points, and then last chance qualifier. They did not qualify first, they qualified second, and here they are on the final day. They're your top three. It is Team Liquid, and they're getting ready to take the booth to play against the other team that came through the last chance qualifier. It's Team Secret. They had the upper bracket route this time around, but still did not secure their place in the grand finals yesterday. They are looking to do so today, though. They have one opponent to go through before having potentially a rematch with Tundra. We'll see if Team Secret can make it all the way here today. They definitely have looked on fire and leveled up through this tournament. Same can be said for Team Liquid. Now, we obviously love talking about both of these squads. We really, really do. But we also really love listening to them talk about each other. Here is Team Liquid on Team Secret.
I think Team Secret during this event, they really figured out the meta, and I feel like the way they draft and the way they approach the game, it sets themselves up for a lot of success.
First of all, I think Nisha is probably the best player alive. I think he's incredible, and I think he deserves all the success that's coming to him. And I think the same can be said for Puppy.
They have good players. I mean, I think they have like the best coach I've ever played with, seen. So
after a rocky year and a few switch ups, I think they found like a group of players that actually click very well.
They seem to understand their team very well and how to best utilize the players and how to get everything out of all of their players, really.
Having Nisha in their team, I think is like the best modern Dota 2 player in the world. Like, it's like, I don't know how can you, with this recipe and having Puppy with all this experience, how can you fail with this much like recipe for success already? Like, I don't see any point in, like, I don't see any way, you know, like, for me, it's just expected.
I was really happy that we didn't have to play them in the last year's qualifiers, so we both could end up qualifying. And now if we do have to end up playing them, I hope for it to be in the grand finals. That way, I think we'll get a finals that I would be, like, no matter the results, like, I would be kind of okay with.
A lot of love, a lot of respect between these two teams, and how else can it be? Zai has played 3 internationals with Team Secret. And of course, Zai and Matu last year, they were at this very point in the tournament. They came 3rd with Team Secret. Now they're on the other side, and only one team can advance. Jenkins, that is heartbreaking.
That's right, Shiver. This is a grudge match between these teams.
Love and respect. Grudge.
Yeah, lots of respect, lots of love. But in, you know, brotherhood, there's also you want to be better than your older brother. You know, you see your older brother playing video games, you want to beat his ass at the video game.
Yeah, playing with unplugged controller as player 2.
Exactly. Puppy said in an interview that my ultimate best option was that we all played together until the end, regarding Zai and Matu leaving. And Puppy and Zai are the only remaining players who have now finished top 4 and at least 5 TIs.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
It's crazy.
And I want to say, you know, if I can see a pattern, it was Puppy who placed 5th at TI 8, placed 4th at TI 9, and at TI 10 he got the 3rd place. So I think he's getting at least a 2nd place here.
I mean, the pattern has to continue, but I feel that this match is a little personal for Puppy, maybe more personal than for current Liquid, because like Jenkins just mentioned, in that interview, he wanted to stay and play with these players, but they left him.
Yep.
So surely he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder in the sense that it's going to be like, okay, I'll show you.
Yeah, and they have, I mean, they have done very well. That, I don't know, I don't think it's a garage carrying them through, but making it here to the lower bracket finals, it is very poetic that they meet again here today and only one can make it through. So I'm very happy to see this matchup. When we heard both Matu and Zai talk about Team Secret, they both narrowed in on Nisha, best player in the world.
Yeah, because he's been so consistent throughout the, like, ever since he's pretty much started playing professional Dota back in the, like, Kingwin days, even a team before that. Like, Puppy is the one who recognizes talent so quickly, and Nisha has been so stable. I don't think I can recall a game where Nisha had a really bad game. It's just how good he is, it's pretty insane.
And speaking of that, I remember in an interview last year after TI10, Nothing to Say was asked about the mid laners that he faced at TI, and he said that overwhelmingly and by far the most difficult player to go up against in the mid lane mechanically is Nisha. That it was just a tier above everybody else, and most players are kind of scared of going up against
Something
that
about
guy.
this player, he does some cool play and then you see his face on camera and it's just a big smile, you know, he acknowledged it, like, yeah, I did that.
He loves Dota. Yeah,
And he has a good smile as well to do that with, for sure.
Yeah.
And he's going up against a guy on your screen right now, Mickey, there on your left. I must say, I mean, Mickey last year, he wasn't even a mid player. He played carry. This guy has leveled up tremendously.
Yeah, both Boxy and Mickey, honestly, there was a lot of criticism of these two, or I guess people were not sure of how it was going to go. Swapping these players' roles in order to make way for the new players that were joining Team Liquid, and they're carrying so tremendously hard in this tournament. I mean, I feel like obviously we're at the top 3 right now, so every single player has shown up in some series in some way. But with Mickey and Boxy, it really feels like a bit of a redemption arc, because it felt like a lot of people didn't believe in them, but their teammates believed in them enough to play with them. Even Taiga saying, like, yeah, you know, I stepped out so that way because I did still believe in them as players and that they could do it. And man, they've shown up.
I agree completely. And I also think that fluidity of when you recently switch roles, when you were a carry
from Liquid.
there you go.
Nice.
When you recently switch roles, when you go from a recent carry player to a now mid player, I feel like those players have a much better understanding of when and how to pressure the enemy carry. Like, they understand that timing's just a little bit more than anybody else, just because of the recency that is fresh in their own mind. And I think that has really shown with Mike's performance this TI. It felt like he has stepped up in every possible way, but he's always hitting his timings. He's rotating to the correct side lanes, and he knows when the enemy carries timing is and plays around it. So, I mean, hats off to him. It's not the easiest transition to make, but he has done it seamlessly. I mean, throughout the year, some people had questions, but I think that all of those questions are answered now.
It lets them swap roles as well. Like, this team is one of the teams that they don't play roles, they play heroes, and it's because of these roles.
Team Liquid's turn to ban. Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Enigma.
10 seconds remaining.
兄弟们，兄弟们，
5 seconds remaining.
兄弟们，溜。
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Silencer.
你行你行你上你上你行你行你上你上。
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
League's assassin.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Dusk.
Team Secret's turn to ban.
每一把都当最后一把，然后就也不要怕输。
感谢大哥送的人头，比心哦。
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Team Secret's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Sniper.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Life Stealer.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Lich.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Beastmaster.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Team Secret's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 5 seconds remaining.
每一把都当最后一把，然后就也不要怕输。每一把都当最后一把，然后就也不要怕输。Espresso DOTA! Espresso DOTA!
You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
It's looking spicy.
Espresso DOTA!
I love Dota so much.
不要凶啊！我不是故意的。
你气不气？
每一把都当最后一把，然后就也不要怕输。
你行，你上，你上，你行，你行，你上，你上。
I love Dota so much.
30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
I have punching for you.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let us fight!
Times on his way out. Again, this very annoying to have to deal with of the your creeps the whole time through. Hasn't been able to have a great time against Chris. Back and look at.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure on Zai in this lane as well because they spent a lot of their draft trying to deal with this. Right? They are looking towards all these various heroes that can be placed into this role that can try and handle the Eidolons early and reduce the impact that you're going to have with that kit of the hero. And at this point, it's not looking too hot, obviously, especially with those nerfs to the Eidolons taking so much more magic damage. The Shrapnel can actually hurt him.
Mango doesn't want Zania, and Zayat is just salve up. So that one, see the pressure that's put on early by Lich. Keeping him back there at arm's length.
Feel the tension in here.
I know, man.
Everyone's waiting for that first couple of some low heroes all around.
One of those things too where, you know, these two teams, there's so much respect for each other. They played against each other a lot in the DPC, you know, and you saw at the beginning some action that's going on. Series.
Safe drafts, safe lanes, everyone just chilling out. But you know, safety is not necessarily the best thing for Team Liquid, as you know, we're discussing throughout the draft here. This idea of, you know, this early head start. 3 minutes in, they're not really there yet.
But they do play a little bit of intercept there. Boxy trying to keep his Enigma from taking too much damage, but using a lot of rounds of that shrapnel. Boxy trying to go away, trying to survive. A couple more punches, one more hit. He's not going to go down. Barely keeps himself alive, but you can see the pressure that they're putting on bottom.
Those branches, put him up, backpacks him, salves up, wants to stay in the lane, keep that focus pressure here for Zai.
That opens up a little bit more space for themselves too, since that was all of the shrapnel charges uses from the sniper. Back Boxy, yeah, wants to get a little bit aggro. They couldn't get the kill. Come at the king, best not miss. Can they bring it down? Chrysalis though. Couple more punches, slowed. Fairy Fire backs away. Flirting with some body blocks coming in from Zai, but they will get away.
And that aggressive vision plays down there, almost helping them get that kill. Try and get a couple. Just narrowly missed by the sentry that was there from Team Secret as well, but doesn't result in the kill this time. Just burns up a lot of that regen that was there from Chrysalis. And Puppey got a little bit of time off, just kind of wandered around, got some stacks, scaling things out. Up top, Zayat has also been very free. As you can see, Zayat is still level 1. He's about to be level 2, and, you know, to his credit, but he's been giving a lot of space to Resolution right now. And this is not really the dynamic that we've seen a lot from these two, right? They very together in the lane, very kill-heavy, kill-centric. Whereas this time, it's like Rezo's going to be planting himself in this top lane as a Beast Master for a very long time. And I feel like Zayat's actually been playing a little bit more with Nisha.
Primal Beast, he commits. Mickey is there. That's the first blood. Takes out Chrysalis. And this is the power of Hero, really. At level 5, making these rotations and still not missing out on much mid. Shards. Oh! Boxy just a little off the mark there. That was max range.
A bit close on that one, but yeah, I mean, that kind of speaks to how these lanes are going, because like Mickey almost feels pressured, I think, to make that move around, right? And you're thinking about all these heroes that you're hoping to bully in the laning phase by just out-damaging them. Morphling, unfortunately, not the easiest one to do that with. If you don't have an actual kill threat, you don't have that chain stun to worry about, he can just sit on this max agi, and he's that big damage to actually
compete with a Primal Beast. So Team Secret looking very strong at the moment.
This has been constant from them. Well, Zoes, but Tumble Man's coming on in to contest this pull again. Still has to deal with those blinking away at him. And that now it's mainly Enigma that's been the one sort of been left by the wayside in terms of those other cores. Likewise, though, bringing down that sniper's net with all those denies.
Scanning.
They're going to move towards the over here, though, to try and contest the runes. He's going to spawn top.
Couple punches. Nisha right there. A DD is very strong on Morph, but will manage to get out of there. Mickey, it's the jump out. Still sticking around. Blitz's going to be used. Boxy makes the move over.
Structures are fortified.
Morphling with the DD.
Yeah, right? So much damage.
The one true
on.
double damage.
Jay, in some trouble. Snowball to dodge the waveform. Keeps him alive. Mickey is just going to head back home. Nice rotation as Boxy
Radiant's
that mid from going down.
Yeah, going to find himself a bit of XP here on the Tusk. I do think that's important as they are going to need some help rotating through these lanes, so it's never going to hurt getting that XP early, but Nisha just keeps on going with that catapult.
This is so much damage onto this mid tower with that DD in hand and keeping that catapult alive. They had a really good push onto that mid lane at just 7 minutes.
Mickey hops on back, gives a free bottle over to Boxy. Gets a grab.
Wait a minute, Uh-oh. He's gonna get out of there, I think. He's trying to switch over strength for him. Snowball, them on him, stun. Couple more punches coming from the tower. Mickey low, Puppy rotating in as well, but they aren't quite gonna be able to chase him down. And Boxy gonna try and TP out. No such luck with Nisha right on hand, but they're still too strong. Three big strength heroes.
Very low on the damage right now, right? Like outside of the Morphling, you know, the actual damage being provided by a Nyx Assassin and a Silencer isn't too great right now when they're at such low level. So it was a good attempt, I think, from Liquid. I think they understand again that they really need to kill, so trying to grab someone like Nisha. Like, how often do you see a Morphling die that fast, right? Oh yeah, but you just get shot in that low strength. Now chase into the trees.
Down the shrapnel. Zai is maybe in a bit too far as he's gonna get stunned in Secret, ready to turn this on to the Enigma. A couple more punches, and it is gonna be enough. Zai picked the kill.
It's the second kill of the game here, and this is the slow burner right now. In this top lane, we have not seen a whole lot of, but obviously the top of the board is Matsu. Sitting with almost 60 CS right now, but Rezo right up there alongside. I mean, 1,000 gold behind, true. But he's a very high level, 6.5 right now, because he's had no support in his lane, much like these early rotations of Insania.
But this rotation here should bear some fruit as the snowball will come out, but Boxy shards the high ground. Not quite this time, there's a tree in the way. Pick up another one on the board.
Rezo even making a little move over here. On checking out his jungle, he's got his helm creep, so he can farm it up a little right now. Very difficult to pressure Matsu out of the lane at this point with a heavy rotation and the sniper and a Morphling. So not seeing the biggest group up to go in the top lane at the moment here from Team Secret. Instead, they're sort of just focused on keeping everyone farming at the moment and really holding this positioning mid with Sides and Puppy, trying to pressure this mid tower. And besides, you know, the Frost Shield's not up for 10 seconds. This looks pretty free.
Yeah, they're taking it down. No glyph available, moves in, gets the tower, doesn't get the left. That time was spent with Primal Beast farming the jungle a little bit and was able to pick up some nice bits of farm for himself. As I can't quite get the connection there, but they do give up that mid tower.
It feels like Liquid really need to find some sort of a play across the map here with Mickey. I mean, you can't really wait for the BKB. Even with the BKB, there's obviously so many counters versus it, but I'm definitely feeling the pressure of them making moves right now.
Chrysalis, Snowball, ooh, barely gets there in time. They're like, oh, but no! Gets interrupted there. Zai, well, they might still be able to chase him down with all these Eidolons. Is it going to be enough in the end? A couple more punches, and it is. But Liquid get the TP out after finding the kill.
And Mickey actually TP's down right after as well, though. So, I mean, right on the wave as well, like fully spotted out from Secret. He's actually going for the punish.
Oh my God, moves on in.
I don't care if you saw me, I'm still coming.
The inevitability of Primal Beast is too freaking strong. 10 minutes in now, and a couple good moves. This is what you wanted to see from Mickey, making it happen.
That part is great, but I also really love what Zayats and Nisha did. Like the way that they brought the Morphling and the Nyx Assassin, they just kind of camped in that top dire jungle, and that allowed Rezo to also push in through the tower. Too much pressure on Matu. He had to leave the area, and suddenly Secret are just playing all up inside that territory.
Yeah, they have claimed that top tower, and there is now moving through. They're gonna run right into Matu. Roar, he gets the rage off. Will it be enough to escape? The stun is there. Wait for him through the infest. He got inside your creep, moving away from him. Can they get him out afterwards though? They have the frost shield for round, and Mickey makes the rotation, finds the boot, the double kill right on top. Oh, Matu got saved. His team was there, the creep was there, and Puppey is gonna get Walrus punched out of oblivion.
It's on the side of Team Secret here. That's Satyr. Oh, I guess the Mind Stealer this time was Matu hopping in there. The one play he could make, the only possible way to get out of there.
Found it.
Yeah, got it indeed. What is it with the infests in this team?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Keep picking him Life Stealer. It just keeps working. 6.
Oh, that was such a big play for Secret too. That was like the reward for all of the area of the map they've been holding. This pressure, forcing Matu into that mid lane, catching him on the rotation back to his own side of the map. Everything was like coming together exactly how you expect from Secret, and then just like one little mistake, and he just gets out. Slips through your fingers.
Like that, that's all it takes to give a little bit of life here to Liquid. We've seen a ton of these games. It feels like, you know, we talk about the path of both of these teams coming from last chance qualifier, but in reality, it feels like they've played very different tournaments. Secret has been coming in and just dominating people sometimes in the draft. Liquid, they've had to grind out these matches. See what ends up happening here is Insania. He's gonna get caught. The Impale is there. A couple more punches. Your int is puppies.
Honestly, I'm really
Great.
You almost had that. Regeneration.
Guys, he's really strong. He's so strong.
This is me. This is me when I play, and I'm like, I got my first down. I'm really strong. I'm really strong.
That was awesome. Moves in now, finds Puppies. There for the stun. The global afterwards, but Mickey already charged it up. Now the chase, Nisha. To back away. There's still Chrysalis to the side, plinking away. They have the damage though. The Project and the Infest out of there again. So they lose Zai in exchange for Puppey. Also picking up Boxy there on the end. Now Mickey. Oh no, needs to get out. TP away. Does he have enough? He does.
He's got that up, Rory. He's a tanky guy.
Wild series of events. They're diving back behind the tier 1 tower. Still standing there.
Now that was Zai going down though, of course, as you know, looking for this Enigma to try and get those, see if we can get a little pressure moving in on the map right now. Expecting perhaps another smoke as well here from Team Secret at this point, right? We're almost 15 minutes in the game. We start moving back towards the top half of the map. People start thinking about Roche. Certainly very possible for Team Secret. Whenever you have a Morphling, a Beastmaster on your team, that is a lot of damage, right? That raw damage of the Morphling plus the attack speed of the Beastmaster can certainly cut through that pretty fast. And the help of the Hawks, the Boars, the Helm Creep, there's lots of vision to give you the confidence to go for that.
Of course, added onto that eventually is going to need to be dealing with this Wraith Pack, which is just about defeated by the Enigma as well. So we'll see if Grid can make those moves that they need to. Still another invasion coming in as they want to get aggro. They find resolution right on top with the trample, the Walrus punch, and one more round of Onslaught's more than enough. Anisha, okay, turns into the Tusk and now ready to battle. They got him caught here to the side and saying they're trying to stop this one. Oh, the Chain Frost, it's bouncing, but not who it needs to bounce to. Mickey does go down. Nisha is looking for more. And Zayas with the wraparound. Oh, they're all on top of him. But no, he needs to interrupt right on top. Able to catch him. But Tumba Man trying to armor toggle for all he's worth, but they're all falling. Secret keeps the pain train rolling as they all die.
Now the two carries hanging out. Grabs Matu's courier.
Can he get out? Matu trying to run away. Nisha, I don't know if he has the damage for this though.
Chrysalis is being chased by Eidolons. He's trying to get there.
He's trying to get out. He's high-fiving the tower and the Infest out of there. Gets him away. What in the heck was that?
Liquid are forcing these fights deep in the territory of Team Secret, and they are just committing all the rotations to come and get in there for the defense. And what an amazing carapace as well from Zeiss to cancel that black hole. Things getting perhaps a little bit dangerous with your Morphling actually getting in there, and Nishefta playing on that knife's edge, but he picks up a lot of kills, and now he is firmly in control at the top of the board there. 8K net worth right now as he moves in towards that Manta.
Can see some of the sort of woes of that laning stage, I think a little bit for Secret at least. Normally this would be the point where if Sniper is free to just plink away and start hitting you, you're all gonna die, but just didn't have that damage yet. He only has the Dragonlance at this point. It's gonna need to come later on.
Yeah, Liquid are playing like a team that had a lane lead, and they're trying to pressure and trying to play that game right now, but they didn't necessarily gain one. And plus the fact that you don't have this mid hero that plays off of like a blink, you have a who plays off of BKB, and he just hit that right now, 16 minutes.
Sania again gonna drop as Secret find that pick off. 10-10. Here's 16 minutes in. We have a bit of a slow start in the laning stage, but it has been all action since then.
Yeah, they don't really have red zone a great spot right now necessarily in terms of like trying to pressure the Roche, but that could be something with the next pick off perhaps for Team Secret that they could be thinking about. And then of course you also have to consider that Team Liquid are very good at fighting in that space. It'll be a battle of the vision that's available for Team Secret. The cooldown of global silence is going to be very important for Puppey as well. It's going to be a lot of factors in play to decide who actually controls that part of the map and who has an opportunity to get that Aegis. Right now the vision is incredible from Team Secret, by the way. Excellent wards in combination with the Hawks means they're seeing pretty much everything Liquid are up to right now.
Getting into that Manta style here pretty soon. Morphling. Curious how quickly he wants to accept. We've seen it a lot against the Agi carries. Obviously, still really good against these strength cores. You get to steal their status resistance away.
Foxy's trying to use the Seeds of Serenity.
Arms just not long enough to get that punch on the ward. We'll get over there soon. Yeah, it's gonna
just keep maybe playing around it or something. You can see Mickey's doing like little loops, not exactly sure where they are. As they don't have the best vision. They've got one lingering ward up top that is sort of spawning some of these moves to that top half of the map, but overall Liquid playing a little bit dark right now.
Spots there as well. Sound.
That courier that Zayed's placed really deep from the Nyx Assassin is so good. It's like it's spotting couriers constantly. It's just seeing everything that they're up to. It's showing like everyone inside that dire jungle where they're positioning. It's so strong. It's one of those things that like bounty hunters and Nyx Assassins can often get placed.
Now at least.
Are scanning.
Brought a spike carapace there, trying to contest for the rook. She picks up the illusion.
And the Dire are scanning right now. That's how unsure they are of like what's happening now, right?
Yeah, they're behind him. We're ready to go.
Gotta watch this carapace. It's level 4 right now. Good botch and initiation that comes in, especially if you're not careful with that first BKB play.
Playing around this area, Nisha, they roll in, miss on him, but find a couple more. Spiky gets up and the roll in, finds him, and Nyx is dead. Buyback immediately. Global to turn this. They only have the Tusk in hand though. Now turning onto Zai, the fear, interrupting. Zai has Black Hole available if they want to drop it with Global already down, but there's so much damage coming from the high ground. He's just caught and killed. A couple buybacks. In Secret, they win that fight.
The duality of Nisha's abilities on this Morphling as well, right? Like copying into the Primal Beast, charging, and he's becoming that body, and then charging in right after him is just the creeps coming in from Rezo, right? And they're just like filling in this space. Chrysalis has a full-on Vanguard, units and heroes ahead of him, gives him the space for the damage. You can see the inability of Zai to really play this engagement, and instantly for the prize of that victory, Secret heading towards Roche.
Yeah, that is huge for them. So they're going to get this one out, and Liquid, obviously aware that this could have been happening after they won that fight, will split up and try and get the farm on. Again, this game, feeling right now as if it's leaning towards Secret.
It's pretty accurate, I'd say. I feel like the later this go, you know, we talked about this idea of like, sure, late game you tend to look towards the Enigma. He's going to have this big black hole, yay, hoo-hoo, but the global silence is always going to be there. Concerned about the entire time. Doesn't mean it's a, you know, a permanent counter, like, you know, Blitz said, right? What's 6-0 versus Silencer? He's got the numbers. He did the evil math or whatever it was.
That's right. Of course, eventually, you imagine that Zai is going to...
tower is under attack.
Then the Silencer can get into a refresher, what have you. But of course, the other thing is going to be, how do these little skirmishes work out? Can they find and catch that sniper in an open field? Open wounds up from a Tumba Man now. Ready to go.
Invisibility.
Right here. Sania goes on in, catches the Invis rune, still great vision all over that top side of the map.
Got ourselves the single force staff. You know, obviously a lot of the strengths of the multiples, right? Stacking those force staffs. That's something that Team Secret will probably have. With they're gonna have the Hurricane Pike on Chrysalis. You're gonna have the force staff on Puppey, and that's as much like a Lincoln Spear, I would say, is the other one. Where the more that you stack them and the more that you have on your team, the stronger they feel, right? Pull you this way, push you that way again. Suddenly the whole fight gets pulled and spread out, and that's something that Liquid really don't want to see. Because they have this Tusk, right? He kind of commits to an area, so you get force staffed out, your fight breaks down. A Life Stealer, one of the items he hates seeing the most is his force staffs. He's trying to stick on people, as maybe the open wounds will help him with. So getting there for Puppey's actually gonna be pretty important for them.
Zaya runs into a wary little Nyx assassin, and they're gonna bring down that Enigma eventually. Been cleaning up that Wraith Pack for afterwards. So claiming that Roche, they can play bullies for a little bit here. And Liquid, they're going to need to find some answers elsewhere. He's over that creep so he doesn't give up the bounty. Played. So that Helm of the Overlord is done.
At the very least, they will wind up keeping some of their vision in this area. Hurricane Pike as well for Nisha. Oh, damn. Okay. All right. We got movement all over the place now. We're going to have a triple force staffs here on the side of Team Secret once Puppey finishes his. It's done. Okay, triple force staff. So,
oh no.
Good luck, Matu.
Yeah. You know what doesn't help you with that though is if you get caught in a big black hole. That's going to be the sort of go-to, I would imagine. See if it works out though. Still very good. Snowball catches onto the creep. Tumba Man eats it up. Collects that bounty.
Came in for that one. They're a little concerned a fight was happening there, and well, vision. The Hawk spotting these rotations through. Seeing that everybody is here. Team Secret, they really see everything. Like, this ward is going to be living to its full life. 15 seconds left. You know, salute to you, good sir. Great, fantastic ward. The Hawk is just spotting them right now. Like, it's so hard.
It's devastating. It's so good. If they can find anybody else. It does get taken out there. Liquid gonna themselves. Minute and a half left on this Aegis, roughly. Tries to finish off Aghanim Scepter, uses the pulverized. Rezo finds him, walks around the corner. They do still have BKB TP, but not nearly enough. Too much damage coming out from that Morphling.
And moving everyone together, gonna catch that wave as well. Bring that back up, get in here, get this outpost if they want. Retake this territory. And Liquid, I mean, what can you do? Do you want to try and make a play on the other side of the map? That's really the only place they have a ward, but they know there's nothing going on down there. They have a ward inside their own jungle that's probably not going to last that long, as it is just like sitting upon a pillar, so it tends to get obviously scouted pretty fast. Zayas runs through with these sentries, so just waiting out this Aegis right now from Team Liquid and seeing if they can find an opportunity for a fight.
Right by Boxy there. Some creeps coming in. They spot him out. Ooh.
Dire's middle
bit of separation there. Got eyes on them. Alive for now.
Nisha wants that level 18 before he morphs. There you go. I got that nice 60-second cooldown there.
Has fallen.
Such a strong power spike Secret with all of their things coming together and a couple of seconds left on this Roche. We'll see if they stick around. It does look like they're going to back at least for now. Stock of the game at this point. It's a 5,000 gold lead after that first Aegis. And Secret looking incredibly strong. They've got the Blink Dagger done on Rezo now too. For Liquid, what do you see as their sort of avenue and how they need to do this game here?
I mean, I think Big Game's got a pretty interesting idea, right? Going for the Aghanim Scepter there on the Primal Beast. Say, like, total team fight victory attempt, it would feel like, you know? Just trying to, they just have to, like, find some fight. They have to force a fight. They have to stay in it. They have to try and get these stuns, trying to find Chrysalis on the back lines. I think you just have to assume that the Global's going to get off. It's very unlikely you're going to catch the Silencer first, right? So it's going to be a long-haul team fight. It's going to be very reliant on like the Wraith Pack maybe having a big impact, but that can obviously be very tough versus a Morphling and a Sniper.
Yeah, that is so you can even play probably as far as niche that extra status in the Ags.
And then the other hard part is that they don't really have the best heroes for just like pushing out the waves, right? I mean, you can see how Boxy has to play on a Tusk. Not really the best hero for this. Gonna head on home. They don't have those sneakier lane exploders that just like pop the creeps and get away, try to delay this game. So sooner or later they're gonna have to find this fight. And what I like about Team Secret is that they already had the tier 2s very early, and they got this Aegis, and they didn't try and like pressure the high ground or something ridiculous with that first Aegis. There's no point, right? Like, wait for the second Aegis. You're controlling so much of this map right now between your wards, your Hawks, your Nyx Assassin, so much vision. They see what Liquid are up to, and I'm sure they're well aware that they are taking a lead.
Yeah, And they don't even, like I was talking about the Aghanim Scepter, but Nisha is just going in for the Scotty. He's opting to go for this beat them down right-click build. But Tink. Well, another sacrifice if you're giving over to the gods. It's going to be insane. Get brought down. Can so get out. Matumbo Man, he's raged. Snowball in to try and get him away as Mickey is getting pummeled. Nisha chase, Nisha kill. A double for the Morph. Ready to go in for a bit more. Insania, he fought back for this one. He's got to get out of there. The chain drops, but look at him go. They're top of Boxy. He is also going to go down. Matumbo Man looking for a bash, hoping to go toe-to-toe against Morph, but Secret, they are having none of it. Devastation up on the high ground. It's 26 minutes in. This is a later Rax. This is so much of just complete and total effective damage.
It's just the patience for Team Secret. They knew everything that was happening in this game, and they're just waiting for that time because they see that Liquid are just a ticking time bomb of how they need to play this trap. Eventually, they're going to force a fight, and sometimes it can be okay when a support just feeds in like that, like where Insania dies, because it gives you a little bit of vision, and it maybe burns a couple stuns, but then you can go for that fight. Maybe that's their best moment, but Secret were willing and ready.
Secret. It's all over them here, and they will claim 2 sets of racks as soon as one of the boards or something comes on up to the high ground. But that late dagger reveal from Giants, and oh man, he's in pretty far, wants to take him down, gets 1 kill, able to assassinate the assassin. But it is a Pyrrhic victory if I ever saw one. At Team K gold lead now after that high ground push.
That's a big one. And that's how it started, you know? This comes in, a couple heroes are in vision, you think, okay, is this our chance? And they thought about backing, but then the roar occurs, Mickey's forced to commit. Didn't really get a whole lot of value out of the Aghanim, I would say, and then of course, Nisha becomes better Primal Beast.
Zai found again. Nisha immediately gets out of there. The haste rune keeping him alive, ready to chase after Boxy now with the Scotty done, they gotta run. Catches on to the Beastmaster. Do they have any more buybacks? It's already 3 dead. This is looking so rough for Liquid. Mickey, he's got a life stealer bomb inside of him, but Nisha ready to take him down. The triple kill. Nisha will not be denied as they kill them all off. They love DOTA so much, but it's Secret that are coming away with this one.
And these are the 2 different stories these teams have had. Team Liquid, they've come into these games that maybe haven't looked the best in terms of the draft, and they managed to follow the game. They find that win, but Secret, they pick great drafts, they get these good lanes, and they just dominate the way through. It seems like they have a solid plan, they stick to it, and they get the W, and this looks exactly like their other games.
Such a dominant performance coming in from Team Secret. A little bit of a rough time you can see there. Players happy about it, and for Liquid, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board, figure out